Hello all, myself Dr. Shanti Verma. In today's tutorial, I am going to discuss data visualization in Python programming. Let's first discuss the learning objective of this session. At the end of this session, you are able to understand the basic data visualization rule, the role of the matplotlib library in Python data visualization. At the end, you are able to develop a simple program of bar chart, scatter chart, pie chart. Now let's first discuss what is data visualization. A data visualization is a discipline of trying to understand data by placing it in a visual context so that patterns, trends and correlations that might not otherwise be detected can be exposed using data visualization. Basically, Python offers multiple great graphic libraries that come packed with lots of different features. No matter if you want to create an interactive, live, or the highly customized plots, Python has an excellent libraries for you. Now let's take a little overview. Here are the few popular plotting libraries. First is a matplotlib, second is a panda visualization, seaborn, ggplot and plot ly. In this tutorial, I am taking a example to create the graphs using the matplotlib library. Basically, a data representation or the data visualization is a presentation of data or information in a graphical form or in the form of chart or other visual formats. Basically, we have there is the importance of the data visualization because it allows the trends and patterns to be more easily seen with the help of the graphs that is not possible with the help of the large Excel files. Machine learning also makes it easier to conduct analysis such as a predictive analysis, which can then serve as a helpful visualization to present. Whether you are in any domains like a finance, marketing, technology, design, or anything, you need data. You need to visualize your data, and this fact showcases the importance of the data visualization. Now let's discuss the need of the data visualization. As I already discussed, the data visualization is needed because a visual summary of information make it very easier to identify patterns and trends than looking toward thousands of the rows on a spreadsheet. And it's the way the human works also. Even if the data analyst can pull insights from data, without visualization it will be more difficult to communicate the meaning without visualization. So charts and graphs make communicating data findings easier even if you can identify the pattern without them. Now let's discuss some basic rules for data visualizations. There are 6 steps. The first step is to choose the appropriate plot type. There are various types of plots available. You have to choose which plot is suitable for your data set and fits your model best. The second step is label your access. If you don't want to do this, it is possible, but your plot is not informative enough. The third is to make a suitable title for your plot. If you put a suitable title to your plot is more informative. The next step is to add labels and different categories when needed. The next step is to add a text or an arrow at an interesting data point so that you want to highlight with your customers. Next is and the last is in the some cases we can use some sizes and the colors of the data to make the plot more informative. Now let's discuss what is a matplotlib library. Basically, a matplotlib is a Python library that is used to create a 2D graphs and plots by using the Python scripts. This module is already included in the PyPlot. and which makes things more easy for plotting by providing features to control the line styles, font properties, formatting axis, etc. It supports the various types of graphs and plots like histogram, bar chart, etc. It is also used along with the NumPy. NumPy is a Python library used for scientific calculations. PyPlot is a lib module which provides a MATLAB-like interface. You know that you already know that MATLAB is a good for data visualization, but the difference is that MATLAB is a licensed while Matplotlib is a open source. Now, how to install the Matplotlib on your Python? First of all, you need to download Python from python.org, and installing in Windows, you need to type the command cmd. Now, let's type Python under Python dash mpip install minus u pip. If you write this in your command prompt and your internet connection is working, it install the pip command in your Python. Now with the help of pip, you can install the matplotlib. So in next step, you can write Python my mpip install minus u matplotlib. It should be noted that your internet connection is working. Then matplotlib is installed with your Python. Now let's discuss how to make a scatter plot and what is a scatter plot. Basically, a scatter plot is a plot which shows all data points individually, and it aren't connected the lines. Basically, each data points has the x values and the y values, and this types of plot is used to display the trends and the correlations between the data points. Basically, this plot is also used to compare the two variables. To make a scatter plot using matplotlib, you have to use a scatter function. Let's take example. For making a scatter plot, you have to first import the matplotlib library in your Python script. So for that, you have to write import matplotlib.pyplot, and this PLT is a alias name. Now let's declare a x-axis and y-axis. Here x is a temperature and y-axis is a ice cream count. It should be noted that the data points in the x-axis and y-axis should be same. Now to plot a scatter chart, you have to write plt.scatter, then the x-axis and the y-axis with comma separation. Now plt.title, you have to give the title to your graph. This is the title, temperature versus the solid ice cream. Now you can also give the x label, y label means x-axis name and y-axis name, and this plt.show shows the plot in your as a output. You can see in the figure that this is a scatter plot with x-axis name, y-axis name, and the title name, and these are the data points belongs to x-axis and y-axis. Now let's discuss a bar chart. Basically, bar chart is used to represent categorical data with a rectangular bar. Each bar has a height corresponding to its value it's represent. It is useful when we want to compare a given numeric value on different categories. To make a bar chart with Matplotlib, you have to use a bar function. Now, Now let's discuss the example of bar chart. For plotting a bar chart, you have to first import a library matplotlib. For importing a library matplotlib, you can write for import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Now you have to declare the categorical variable in terms of list. There are 4 categorical variables, and these are the users of these categorical variable. I label is in x-axis and uses in the y-axis. Now to find the range of the labels, I use a length labels. So it takes a range that is 0 to 3. Now for creating a bar chart, you have to write plt.bar. Now the y positions means 0 to 3 and the users. So in 0 it takes 69.8, in 1 it's taken 45.3 and so on. Now for making the categorical variable in axis, you can use this xtext and this y positions values and this labels means in 0 the value is JavaScript, in 1 the value is Java and so on. Now I also give the y-axis label and the title for the chart. Now use show to show the plot in the as a output. You can see here this is a bar chart having the x-axis values as a categorical variable and y-axis as the uses of the categorical variables. Now let's discuss a pie chart. Basically a pie chart is a circular plot that divided into a slices to show the numerical proportion, and they are widely used in the business world. But some experts also avoid the pie chart because it is difficult to compare the data sources across multiple pie charts. So in many cases the pie chart is replaced by the bar chart. Now let's discuss the example of the pie chart. Again, for making a pie chart, you have to import the matplotlib. Now you have to declare the proportions values and the categorical value associated with the proportion value. For plotting the pie chart, you have to write plt.pie, then the sizes and the labels. Here I pass labels in the form of the list. Now I want to show these sizes value in 2 decimal points, so I use the autopact is percentage dot 2f that shows the value in a 2 decimal point. Now for autonomic aspect ratio, I use basically plt.access dot set expects and all make it equal. And for showing this, I use plt dot show that shows output the chart as an output. You can see here this is a pie chart. Here all the proportion values show in a 2 decimal point with labels associated given in a list. For more learning about data visualization, you can refer these references. Thank you.